Welcome back to Everyday AI Made Simple. Today, we're going over some power user moves for leveling up your use of ChatGPT. Let's dive into the Power User Guide. All right, let's talk about ChatGPT. We're going to move you way beyond just asking for fun facts or recipes. Our goal here is to turn you into a true power user, someone who uses this tool in ways that honestly will probably surprise even you. By the end of this, you'll be wondering how you ever managed without these tricks. Let's get into it. So I have to ask, are you still just typing basic questions into that little text box? Because if you are missing out on a huge evolution that's happened. The gap between a beginner and an advanced user has gotten massive with all the new updates, and it is definitely time for you to catch up. I'm not kidding. You can learn to use these new features so well that, as one person put it, it feels illegal. That's the level of power and just sheer efficiency we're talking about today. And trust me, you're about to see exactly what they mean. Okay, first up, let's talk about how ChatGPT has totally broken free from just being a text box. It now has eyes and ears, which completely changes how you can interact with it and makes it a real part of your world. So this is the first major shift you really need to embrace. ChatGPT can see. You can upload images straight from your phone or your computer. Photos, screenshots, even pages from a document. This just opens up a whole new universe beyond trying to describe things with words. Let's use a super simple real-world example. Imagine you're at the grocery store, staring at a giant pile of watermelons. You want the best one, the sweetest one, but let's be real, who's actually an expert? So you just snap a photo and ask, hey, which one of these should I get? And this is where the magic happens. It doesn't just guess. It actually analyzes the photo, looking for all the little signs, like the color of that spot on the bottom and the texture of the rind. And then it highlights the best one for you. See? It's not just seeing a watermelon, it's understanding what makes a good one. And that is just scratching the surface. This whole ability to understand images goes way beyond fruit. Think about it. You could snap a picture of your kid's math homework and get a step-by-step solution. Or take a photo of whatever random stuff is in your fridge and instantly get a recipe. I've even used it to finally figure out what that weird plant in my garden is. The uses are just everywhere. But it's not just about what it can see. The mobile app lets you talk directly to it. This is a total game changer for when you're driving or walking the dog or your hands are full. You can have a real back-and-forth conversation, which makes it feel less like a tool and more like a genuine assistant right there in your pocket. So we've got our eyes and our voice in the game. Now let's level up. We're going to go from everyday convenience to making ChatGPT your own personal data analyst, a true data nerd that can save you hours of really tedious and, let's face it, boring work. Okay, picture this. You're about to sign a lease for a new apartment, and they hand you this 20-page document full of dense legal jargon. I mean, come on, most of us would just skim it, cross our fingers, and hope there's nothing terrible in there, right? But what if you could just upload that PDF and ask, are there any red flags in here for me? Well, in seconds, ChatGPT scans the whole thing and points out the tricky clauses, the things that could cost you money or become a huge headache later on. This isn't just saving time, it's a potential lifesaver that gives you some actual peace of mind. And it's not just for PDFs. You can upload CSV files for data analysis, Word documents. You can even connect it right to your Google Drive to pull files automatically. That means you can bring all your scattered information into one central place for analysis, without having to copy and paste a million times. And it doesn't just read words, it gets numbers too. You can upload a spreadsheet with sales data, ask it to find the key trends, and boom, it'll analyze everything and spit out a clean, simple chart that shows you exactly what you need to know. No more fighting with Excel formulas just to get a quick look at your data. Now, to keep all of this organized, you have got to start using the projects feature. Think of it like a dedicated folder for a specific goal. Say you're planning a vacation. You can create a project, upload all your flight and hotel confirmations, your list of places to see, and from then on, every conversation about the trip will have all that context, making the AI's suggestions way smarter and more relevant. Okay, so we've covered seeing, speaking, and analyzing data. Now let's shift gears and talk about how you can use ChatGPT as a true partner to get more creative, to sharpen your skills, and to basically supercharge your own learning. It's an amazing writing assistant, but the quality of what you get out is all about the quality of what you put in. So instead of a vague request, give it the email you're responding to, tell it what your goal is, and specify the tone you're going for. And here's a little pro tip.
I like to start with a few bullet points of what I want to say. This gives the AI a really clear structure to work with, and you get a much better first draft right away. But its creativity goes way beyond just words. ChatGPT now has a super powerful built-in image generator. You can describe any scene you can imagine in really vivid detail, the subject, the setting, even the artistic style, just like you see in this prompt here. And look at that, an absolutely stunning photorealistic image created from just a couple lines of text. This is a complete game changer for making custom graphics for, presentations, social media, your website, all without needing any design skills or paying for stock photos.
And what's so cool is that it's a conversation. It's not a one and done kind of thing. You can keep refining the image. You can ask it to add more strawberries, or make the sky a little cloudy, or change the color of the table. It really becomes a creative partnership. And beyond creative stuff, think of it as your own personal tutor. If you're learning a new language, you can upload your vocabulary list and have it quiz you. Or you can upload a super dense chapter from a textbook and ask it to summarize the main ideas and then make some practice questions for you. It's literally like having an expert tutor on call 24/7 that's completely tailored to you. Okay, for our last section, let's pull all of this together and look at how to use ChatGPT as a total professional powerhouse. This is where we get into the really advanced stuff, the applications that can give you insights that would normally require hiring a whole team of expensive experts. This right here is where the real power is. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset. You need to stop thinking of it as a chatbot and start thinking of it as your on-demand team of experts. Need a first pass on a contract? It's your lawyer. Brainstorming tax strategies? It's your CPA. It can even be your research analyst, digging through data to create market reports. Now, obviously, you still need real human professionals for the final call, but this gives you an incredible, almost unfair head start. Now, to really get the most out of this, you've got to use the right tool for the job. For your everyday tasks, like drafting an email or summarizing an article, the standard model is perfect. It's fast and efficient. But for something more complex, like analyzing your company's financial data to find strategic risks, you'll want to switch to the advanced reasoning model. Think of it like the difference between a quick chat with a smart colleague and a deep, focused work session with your top consultant. So, what's the single biggest takeaway from all of this? It's this. Start treating it like the smartest employee you've ever had. An employee that's available 24/7, never gets tired, and has access to basically all of the world's information. The key is to stop treating it like a fun little toy and start weaving it into your actual daily workflows. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one thought. You now have the keys to an expert co-pilot that can help you navigate pretty much anything, analyze complex information, and unlock your own potential, both creatively and professionally. The only real limit at this point is your imagination.
Thanks for watching. If you want more of this type of content, hit subscribe so you'll get notified when I post new videos. And if you're ready to jump into using custom GPTs, think of GPTs as your own personal agent or assistant. You can access our free library of custom GPTs at everydayaimadesimple.ai.